And we're live.
Hot dog. On time. God,
Okay.
we're so awesome. We are so fantastic.
Wow,
The
guys,
world's
look at
better
that.
off with us.
Wait, we've started?
We
Yeah,
started.
actually live on time. We
did the same.
went live a minute 30 before we went live with the live starting soon. So we actually used our intro screen like we're supposed to.
Oh, that will be problematic.
Why is my YouTube not up to date?
I don't
Why
know.
is it?
Mine's
You
working.
have
I can
special
tell
YouTube.
it's working because when I click the thumbs up, it
I
changed the
refreshed, it's
number
working.
to a higher number, which
see.
everyone should do.
And we're
Okay.
live.
It's working. I see it working.
Oh, Sarami Jlayball is here. And Alex Adams. Oh, wait, that doesn't work for Alex. I can't switch the letters. They're the same.
What the hell just
What
happened
is-
to Braden's?
I don't know.
What is going on?
I'm
Stop getting lit.
overexposed, So I'm messing with my settings just a little bit.
Let me change my
Oh.
settings a bit. Let's see. Can we fix this? Can we clean this up? Turn on camera stuff.
Hey, Pete,
Hey, me.
I got to check 1, 2.
I get that reference.
European. I'm a peon too. You're gross. Oh, they
Dan
sound
Braden.
weak.
Sound
Pete, Dan and Braden sound weak.
Weak sauce, applesauce. How about now? Did they sound a little less weak now?
Do I
Does
sound
that
more
matter?
manly?
Did they
Is
sound
this
more
better for
monthly?
everybody? It's good for me. Is it good for you?
Thanks, Scott. I think I had them turned down just a hair low here.
Did you guys see that I won Boss of the Year award today?
Did you? No. Where was that?
We were burning scraps, and I bought stuff for s'mores for Sutton.
What scraps were you burning, Dan? They better not be scraps I
Not
needed.
the scraps that you sell.
I have an order
scraps.
that I need to come out there
You
and get
need
stuff
to you need
for.
to come do that then, because I'm getting full.
Ooh.
Yeah, s'mores
Although
were a
Alex
good
Adams
choice.
stopped by here last week or the week before and took all the exotics. So
Was this before or after he obliterated his chair with his
it
badonkadonk?
was just before he was on his way home to do that. Yes,
He was on his way home just thinking, I am just thick.
I am gonna destroy this thing.
Oh, El Jefe is here. Hello, El Jefe. Who else is in this
Jake
chat?
Miller,
Got
Jeremy Claybaugh.
God.
Jeremy, you'll be happy to know that I just packaged up your order that was only 17 days overdue.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
So
I'm really-
patient, our patrons.
I'm really excited, Dan, to come over to your place. It's so cold. It's going to be like George Washington crossing the Delaware. I'm going to have to like move like icebergs out of the way on the interstate.
It was so hot in my shop, we had to open the doors. We were sweating today.
That's no.
That makes
you're-
no sense.
How
No,
many
that
farts
is
are
true
in that?
definitely-
story. True
Yeah.
story.
Yep.
I'm just going to head on over there and like Abraham Lincoln, I'm going to emancipate them scraps.
Dan busting
Keith,
out
I'll
of the
have you know that this is navy blue.
Well, we can't tell because your video's so dark. Brighten it
Well,
up a bit.
is, and that sounds inappropriate.
Brighten it
I
up. I
know.
want to see your bright face. Also,
No,
what's
you
up, JR, John Grubb? Got a couple other people in here.
Why
and
is that so dark,
Keith.
actually, my
Oh,
light is on full blast.
please help me remember
don't know.
Wood Shop Outback. I know this one. I knew this one.
That's Drew.
Thank you. Sarah's in here. It's the second time I'm seeing Sarah on one of my screens. She was on Emma's Zoom earlier. That girl is everywhere. Hey, what's next? Woodworking. That's a new one.
Here, is that a little brighter? It still looks black though, doesn't it?
Yeah, brighten it up more. Ooh, too bright. Are you just playing with the exposure? Or? Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Right there, right there. Yes, now I can definitely tell that it's white, gray, and black. Yes.
Ooh, that is navy blue.
Yeah, it is now when it's closer.
It's blue. Yeah, but if I brighten it up too much, then you can see all the dirty details of my office. See,
Jake, that comment has lived rent free in my brain since I said it. I was not talking shit about cabinet makers. What I meant to say was cabinet makers operate in a different frame of mind than I do.
If I remember correctly, and I quote, and I have it written down.
Y'all are math people, and I'm an art person. Like, I can't do the
You literally
math.
said, "I'm gonna do this kitchen. How hard can it be?" Next episode,
guys
this
do it.
kitchen's gonna be so easy. Ha ha ha!
How
Those
hard
guys are
can it
idiots.
be?
Episode 235. This cabinet is going great. I mean, I want to cry, but I kind of see why they're so sad all the time. Oh my god, I want to kill myself. Episode 236.
That's straight from the transcripts too.
I can't
That's
wait to talk about how I want to
verbatim.
cry and hate myself about this stupid kitchen island.
But
I
listen,
don't think you're ever gonna finish it.
I went out there and I've got half of it face framed. And then I realized that the pieces I brought to finish it, I had problems with. So
Are you face framing it on location?
on site? Yeah. Because it's not like a that's part of my frustration is if I had just done the entire thing here, it would have been way easier and just drop it in place. But I would have been hauling a 4 foot
Pop
by
it,
4
drop
foot
it in place.
kitchen island over there, and I don't have anything big enough to move it around. So
The kitchen island.
thought
is
you
that
have a
like one of the
truck.
islands in
yeah,
in
my,
that-
my,
in that
truck.
show?
my truck could fit it, but it would have been weird enough and tight enough.
yeah. What brand is your truck?
Cheap.
Do you need do you need a real truck, or are you past needing a truck? Because I could pop over there real fast.
No, I'm past the point of needing a truck. I had my dad come over with his F-150.
Oh, there you go.
Actually saw a great Jeep video recently, and it was someone explaining why in the newer Jeeps why they move the window up down buttons to the dash.
Because the
And
doors come off. We
The
watched
doors
the same
come off.
TikToks.
Oh yeah. Because the
Yeah.
doors come off, and like, how are you going to bring your window down if the door's off and you can't reach the handle?
Bluetooth.
So, yeah.
Bluetooth.
Jeep people are smart.
Morgan
Oh,
Hoppity Hop
Jeep.
is
Which
here.
is ironic because if the
Morgan.
door's off, what window do you have to roll down anyway?
That's the joke here.
Yeah, no, I
Canadian.
got it.
Oh yeah,
But-
that's a good point. I never
Yeah.
put that together.
Oh, you never?
actually.
They were mocking the. Yes, that was the
Oh,
whole
I thought
video.
They were just like
No,
dropping straight
no,
backs.
No, the
I
whole
didn't
video
realize
was
that
a
was
joke. How
that was a
stupid
mock.
it is.
Maybe I should own a Jeep.
Wait, is that hurt? Is that a burn for you or a burn for me?
I don't know.
I
We're
don't
all
like this
burning.
anymore. Hey,
This is
listen,
fine.
listen. At very least, though, I'm feeling pretty good about my decision to cancel my Tesla Cybertruck reservation that I had at this point.
Why?
Oh. Wait,
Tell more.
wait, you're canceling it or you're keeping it?
I did cancel it.
You
What?
can't
No,
do
I
that.
that's
canceled it.
crazy.
I got it like months ago. Yeah,
Months
they
ago.
told me like I thought it was gonna be like 2 years before it came up, and everybody's canceling them so fast that they finally got to me. And they're like, "Hey, please, can you order this? You can only order the foundation version, which is the limited edition." They're like, "You can only pick the $110 or the $120,000 versions." And I said, "You can go 120,000. Fuck yourself." Pardon my
As you should.
French.
That was French.
Oui.
I can't make this joke on air, so I'm gonna just send it to you guys.
Type. You're not going to type it in the chat for everybody to see?
No, because this joke, even though technically not inappropriate, very like none of the words are inappropriate. Together, it is bad. There we go. I'll leave it at that.
Although,
Yeah.
I think you spelled it wrong. But I don't
It was
know.
autocorrecting, and I
Oh,
realized
you
it was.
just said F it.
So yeah.
Gotta
listen,
check 1, 2.
Listen, Jake. Every like 3 or 4 weeks, I try and convince myself that I need a Lamello because I want one, but I just don't do enough. At least with my Domino, like I use it.
Here's the
I
thing.
still had to talk myself into it, but
Keith is going to be real busy the next 2 years because I'm seeing Lamellos everywhere now. And by everywhere, I mean like, every 10 videos, like it's someone's using it for
That
face frames or
reminds me.
something. This thing's going to start being in every shop. It's going to become the new Domino. And I now
I
understand
saw-
why.
I saw a video. I didn't watch the video. I just saw the thumbnail of somebody I subscribed to,
Yep.
and I can't.
I'm just here for
remember
the
who it was.
comments.
And it said I think the thumbnail said, "Is the Lamello the Domino killer?"
No.
Like if I had $1 for every tool that was claimed to be the Domino killer, I'd have upwards of like $7.
No.
But still,
I'd have 3 nickels, which isn't much, but it's weird. I've got
I
3.
can't remember who. I'm gonna have to go to my subscriptions and
We
see
should just
who-
have Keith on again and be like, all right, why would anyone want this stupid thing?
maybe.
I think the dry fitting part.
No,
like
it's
it locks it in, because I've been doing the same sort of thing with the domino, where I'm using dominoes as alignment pins essentially,
Mhm.
but it's not quite tight enough.
That's
So
what she's-
it gets me 90% there, kind of.
yeah.
But
It's
Jason
pretty
Bent,
nice.
of course.
Base and gent. Yep.
So
What's he do
you
now?
Take that with a grain of salt.
Bent Jason.
Wait, did Jason Bent?
Speaking
Was
of
that his
having
video?
people back on, huh?
Was that his video? Jason Bent?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
okay.
Jason Bent's video.
Did he use a lamello on the snowman?
No, that's Jack. That's Jackman Bent.
Keep going.
Speaking of having people back on, I feel like we need to have Dave Meow back on to talk about this bamboo thing, because I am confused AF about what's going on with bamboo. Apparently, they're awful.
They're not
No,
awful.
there's some firmware updates that got pushed out that got a little. People lashed out about them because they were right to do so. Essentially,
Do I need to be worried? Do I need to sell my bamboos?
You
we should not
certainly
be
do
worried.
Need to.
But essentially, they did explain, like, we're never going to put any of these features behind like a paywall or something or whatever. But apparently there was something that people found in the firmware update where they could cancel a print going to your printer if the right firmware wasn't installed, something like that. I take this with a grain of salt. I haven't done my research on it. Yeah, this is Dan. This is exactly why you run your machines on 1.09 version
Yeah,
1.09.
You never update. You don't have to worry about this stuff.
Dan got an email today from Onefinity that basically was like, hey, if you want these new tools that are coming out, well, guess what, Grandma? You're gonna have to update.
I'm pretty sure they sent that email out to all Onefinity owners.
yeah, I got.
At least
I got
that's
it
what
too.
I want to believe. Not they didn't just single me out.
There's definitely like fine print in there that's like to our one user that's still below version 1.1.
Hey, I posted in the Onefinity Facebook group. There's at least one more guy out there. He said, "I'm also on 1.0.9."
Actually, I gotta see what I'm on.
Dan looks at firmware updates, and I quote Mr. George W. Bush. He says, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Well, that's not going to happen again."
Morgan said, "No, we singled you out." Yeah, both my CNCs are still at 1.0.9.
It's
They're
not
at-
even
it's not
1.1.
They're at
It's not
1.6
a-
combined.
It's not a firmware update. It's a Danware update.
It's a
Just push it
it's
out
a
to everybody.
2.1.8 combined.
They were going to call it a firm Dan update, but that seemed a little Bill Clinton-y.
Ugh.
Oh,
Did you hear they're gonna name an aircraft carrier after Bill Clinton? It'll be covered in semen. Sorry, I stole that one from the weekend update, but that's, right, it's
I
topical.
feel like it.
You know what's funny though? There's people that were born that can vote now and rent cars, and they're off their parents' insurance, and they don't know what we're talking about.
There's people that are out there that can do all that have never lived in a world that didn't have Shrek in it.
That's why there is now, if you guys don't know, there is
people
actually
that can legally drink
a
are
smut-
now 2004.
Are you talking about
Swamped.
Did
So
I
there
show
is
you
a
this?
smut book that is
series? It's a
Oh,
series.
it's a series now. Okay.
It's a series.
It is a Shrek themed in a Shrek universe romance book, and it's called Swamped. And
I think we might be talking about two different
Oh.
Shrek smut series, because the one that I'm talking about is called
Because-
"Get Out" or "Get Into My Swamp."
that maybe
Because
it's book
one
two?
isn't enough, folks.
The USS
It's the
Bill
perfect
Clinton.
gift to just
Sounds
randomly send
Shrek-y.
people.
Sounds stressy. That's pretty good. All right, you know what? Occasionally, like, Alex Adams gets a lot of like negatives, and then he like bumps himself back up to 100% with a joke like
Just-
that.
He's just above timeout.
Yeah.
He's always hovering.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
right
always
above the
I'm
line.
always removing strikes. He's at like strike back to 7, I think. I don't know. I don't know what the
It's
cutoff
like,
is.
Jeff says you got a link to that book series, so I know where not to go.
I want
you
an
know.
audiobook, and I want it read with the right voice.
what is the right voice?
Morgan Freeman. Duh.
No. What's his name? Mike. What's his
I
name?
want my
Magnola?
Shrek smut to sound intelligent.
What
I
if
want
like, what if
Morgan
like
Freeman
Adam
or-
Sandler read it? Oh, my little swamp.
Get in my swamp. An ogre love story.
Adam Sandler.
Yo, Mike Tyson reading that. That's
Fed.
yeah, that's right. I went to my first swamp.
I'm gonna sex you up.
Oh,
Donkey.
Gilbert Godfrey, God rest his soul. He's out. He's gone, right?
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, but that would have been a good one.
Just in case you guys were wondering, the second book in the series is called "Stay in My Swamp."
Oh, I don't know. It's
a 3-book series.
Oh, of course it is.
Is the third book Swamp Ass?
Ooh,
Get in My Swamp, an ogre love story. Stay in My Swamp, an ogre happily ever after, and then Spellbound Seduction, a wizard love story. Get in My Swamp, book 3.
I don't like it.
Swamp Ash. There you go.
In case anybody's
That's
wondering
what I
what
said.
they're getting for their birthday this year, I'm going to quadruple the number of sales of this book.
I wonder if
50
this
Shades of
is-
Green.
Ugh.
Oh, you know what? So I wonder if the one I saw was just like a parody book, or
Yeah.
maybe
A
I'm just
parody of the parody.
or get in. What is it? Get into my swamp.
Get into my
Oh,
swamp.
you know what? No, it's because I saw the cover, and the cover is just get into my swamp.
Isn't that wait, isn't that series called something Rule 34 or something? Should I just Google Shrek
You should
Rule
Google
34?
Shrek Rule 34 right
Did I?
this second,
right.
right now.
What is Shrek rule number 34?
I'd say don't do
I
it on
think
your
it's a
work
rule.
computer, but every computer of yours is a work computer.
They're all work computers.
Yeah, technically.
I got reported to HR yesterday by Sutton.
I gotta say though, the cover for the book "Get Into My Swamp," pretty good. It's pretty sexy. That is a ripped.
Can we read that
Shrek.
book for Christmas next year? Yes.
Dan can be Shrek, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll be Donkey.
I'm all the green characters. It's in my contract.
Or no, just to keep it the same. I have to be the character with the least amount of lines. So like I'll be like the dragon,
The gingerbread man.
the gingerbread man,
You know
the muffin
man.
the muffin, the muffin.
Yes,
So good.
I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane.
Such a that is such a good movie. It holds
the
up.
Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. Sorry,
No, it's fine. It's a
got into it.
solid book. Remember how this is a woodworking
quote
podcast?
and then not finish it. Thanks a lot, Obama.
50 Shades of Green, Swamp Ash. That's good. These are all good. Once you go green. This is
Fun fact, I've never seen Shrek.
What?
What in the absolute French toast?
Well, I know what we're doing at Workbench Con.
That's so weird because you have such Fiona vibes in
We
real
should,
life.
We should rent like a giant projector screen and just run
Watch
Shrek in the lobby.
lobby.
Or hear me out. We rent a blimp with a projector screen on it, and we just
And
have
we-
it hover outside the
And we're just
hotel. We watch
looking
from
up
our
like this
window.
all day.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
And the next day, everybody's just
Ah.
God, worth it.
Oh no, whoever has the highest room will just watch from the room.
I've
the
never
window.
seen Shrek in English. What the hell?
What?
Oh, hey,
What?
Kara's here.
I mean,
Tell
I
us
didn't
more.
know there were other languages.
Other languages on Earth,
she's
Dan?
almost by Canada. Maybe she saw it in Canadian.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oui.
A.
French
Mm-hmm.
in
Either
Spanish class.
a large rat just walked by me, or it was my cat.
Money's on
That
cat.
was my cat.
One of those is more problematic than the other.
There
Have
it
you
is
met
again.
Paco? They're both problematic.
Nope. Yeah, it's the cat.
It's the cat.
buttons.
Okay.
Oh.
While you guys are doing your thing, I'm going to pull up some questions. Turn around every now and then. I gotta
Every
love
now
a-
and then I get a little bit longer because I'm growing taller every day. Turn around. No, that's not right.
No, I think it's a rap song. I think you're singing
Hit him
it
with the
wrong.
remix.
We got a lot of questions in this week.
we
Did you guys happen to
do.
notice that?
we got an appropriate amount of questions this week.
We have a bunch of rollover questions too, right? Still?
No, I think we actually did. We maybe got through them. I don't know. Let me see.
I don't know. I don't keep track of this.
You
I
wait.
think half
You
of
have
these
one job, Dan.
questions-
I know, and I'm very good at the one job.
The one job. The one
I think
job to rule
half
them
of-
all.
half of these questions are like the Watergate tapes and were illegally recorded.
Let's
They're just
see.
recordings.
I'm bothered that I'm not in the middle of the.
I'm not sure if
Nixon.
we ever
we
did
go.
the Mitch Hale spoil board question.
We
Did
we may need to balance our books question wise.
Balance our bucks. I like it. Well, it's a good thing
do you want?
our
What do
show
you want?
notes have all the things. So there's Sarah, Alex Adams, Atoma. That one week.
Turn around.
Oh, I know why my camera looks like it's because I.
Because it's a
Oh,
Motorola
so much better, Dan.
flip phone.
Oh, but now you can see some junk. Let me push it out.
What you gonna
Oh,
do
put-
with all that junk?
Put that in the trunk. Put it in the trunk right now.
Oh, that's. Oh wow.
What you gonna do with all that ass inside them jeans?
The worst.
I'm
I
gonna
think
make
we
you scream.
did-
Make you scream. Make you scream.
Get through all the questions except the one from Mitch Hale about CNC spoil board. So we'll do a rollover of that one.
Did you
We-
get tagged in this, Dan?
What is it on Instagram?
No. Ryan Price made a free logo for me.
Uh-oh.
In
Sure you want a free logo?
where was this posted?
In his stories? I'm tagging you in it right now.
Oh, okay.
Episode 3, Dan shows... That was actually episode 2. Check your work.
Dan
We got that
shows his
one.
junk in the pre-show. Huh.
Back then, we didn't have the pre-show. We actually just prepped before the show.
Yeah, we didn't have the pre-show until like episode 50 something.
I used to
think.
record in my garage back then.
Yeah, I remember.
No,
Those were the days.
Malcolm. It's not a new light, but I think I knocked my lights all out of alignment, and I can't get this one. I have this really cool key light, but at this is it at 1%.
What kind of like is it like a big outdoor filming key light you got?
No, it's just a regular square desktop, newer one.
New year? New year? New year?
Oh, Ryan Price did mention me in his story.
Uh-oh.
Oh, did-
It's craps. Yeah.
You wouldn't download Dan's junk. I'd download Dan's junk so quick. That sounded weirder than it did in my head. I'm standing by it.
Oh, did you show everyone what you actually did print after letting Patrick download something into your printer?
I did. I let Patrick Genzel violate my 3D printer with his G code, and this popped out.
Look
Oh.
at that. Look at that guy.
It's a weird shaped turd.
That guy That
So
guy
now,
that guy
now
absolutely
I have something now I have something to practice my kissing on.
Ugh. Is that why you were asking Dan for a Forcener bit?
No, he wanted an owl bit.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I want a tear out.
they'll be tear out.
He needs that hole to be smooth as possible.
Hashtag team roundover.
Just clamp it in a CNC and just do a.
I do have those owl bits, but I will tell you right now, you take this for whatever it's worth. I got them off Temu.
Oh,
So-
here we go.
Wait,
Here we go.
The owl bit. I thought the owl bits that you had.
It's a joke, Braden. Roll with the joke.
Oh,
Roll with
got
the
it.
joke.
Yeah, he definitely got them on Temu because that's where he gets his things. Did you know that
So-
his Shelverado pick 'em up truck is also from Temu?
Shelverado pick 'em up truck. That's officially what we're gonna call it now.
Oh, you better not.
Oh, Shelverado pick 'em up truck. I like it. Oh.
So this is my attempt to try to change the
Oh
subject.
God! Oh, I
Oh.
messed it up.
That's too bright.
Oh,
Now you look
Was it-
super white.
it was.
You've never
was-
been whiter.
It was way over 1%. I just hadn't reset it back to 1%. Got it.
Oh.
So I was interrogating myself.
Yeah.
So
See, mine
we
gets brighter too.
we
That's too.
installed and made the actual exhaust stuff
Oh.
for the laser legit finally.
Yeah.
Instead of just blowing out my open garage door.
That was blowing into your
it out
front
your
door.
asshole.
We don't need to go into that. We can talk more about this when
Yeah,
what's on my
no,
bench
no.
comes up. But
Stop it. Stop all of what you're doing.
What the is happening?
You just look radioactive now.
I drank too much Mountain Dew.
So
Dan, you were saying
Sutton is trying to
Live.
Sutton is trying to tie up the hose so it's up and out of the way.
Ayo.
And he goes, "You got zip ties?" I'm like, "Yeah, here, I got a whole package of zip ties." He's using the zip ties, and every time he tries to tighten it just a little bit, it snaps and breaks
Timu
off.
ties.
He goes, "Where'd
Where'd
the
you get
fuck did you get these?" I'm like, "Sutton, you know where I got them." He's like, "You son of a..." Yeah, I got them from Timu.
I love that Sutton. I love that Sutton has worked with you long enough that he's developing this rapport now.
Yeah.
With you.
I love
It's
how
pretty
Sutton
nice.
is a character now. Like
It
he's
ha-
just a character in our movie
He
that is our
comes
life.
up with some of these video ideas. The video of me drilling next to the electric outlet was fake, by the way. Okay, if I can't believe people didn't realize that was fake. That was his idea.
Just to troll people.
Yeah, he's come up with these troll ideas, and I'm like,
We,
yes,
we
let's do it.
legally can't have Sutton on the pod.
If you go look at that reel, you never actually see me drill through. You just see the drill bit go through a hole.
I don't know.
I never
There's
saw me
magic of
drill.
editing.
Yeah.
You never saw me drill. This is Drillgate.
Drill gate.
Some guy called me dumb because I was drilling through concrete with a wood bit.
There was
Oh,
a second driller on the grassy knoll.
What they didn't see is the 3 bits used before that melted. But you
Also,
eventually
there
got
was
through.
no concrete. That's drywall.
Did you guys know that you can 3D print drill bits?
You can use them
Damn it.
once. That's like I was using a hole saw bit. That's definitely designed for like maybe wood. It's like some Harbor Freight set. I was trying to cut a hole in the metal like front of my garage door.
of a bathroom stall.
So it just kept grinding and getting hot, and I'm like eventually started just like kinking it, like trying to bend it into one side more over the other. So then I started breaking through a little bit, and I was just like carving away at it, going back and forth until I cut through the hole. That was the messiest cut ever. But I have something on my garage door now that I have been wanting to put in there for a while, and that's for I really love my house, and I can show it the proper love. There's a hole in my house.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well,
I put a pass through. I've been wanting to put one in for my generator cable because right now I have to run it under the garage door and it has to be open, and I put like foam underneath so it like kind of makes a seal but doesn't. So now I can just run it through. There you go. All right, let me get these voicemailers. Let's choose a good voice.
GH, garage door glory hole.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
That's actually what it is.
How
How much do you love your garage? A lot.
as
like,
much.
way more.
How do you think I got the shed? It's the baby garage. Thought it was a boy garage. Not anymore.
We're all females now.
Oh no.
Everything and everybody.
We cannot have Sutton on the podcast because then the Boakes family would have a super majority and we would
Yeah, we can't have that. We can't have that.
instantly take over.
Can't have that.
Just hostile takeover.
Sutton is not a people person. He's not. I think Braden would agree with that.
I can concur.
You guys are mean.
It took. How long has he been working with me now? Since like September,
Dude,
August or
it
September.
feels like 2 years and
So it's
also
taken
a month.
It's taken him about 3 to 4 months for him to like loosen up around me,
Ooh.
and he's with me like every day. So
There's a term for that in English, Dan. It's called attrition. It's when you
Friendship.
wear
I mean,
away at
attrition.
something.
friendship and friendship for everyone.
This is how we
Stockholm
land
syndrome.
most of our followers, our listeners, and our friends. It's just we wear away at their will, and they're like, "Fine, I'll let this homeless man into my life."
Malcolm, I turned it down. It looks normal to me now. I don't look like I'm
You're-
being accosted.
That's just his face, Malcolm.
Yeah. I don't look like I'm the subject of something hidden in Project 2025 right now.
Maybe he's just mad because you don't have a picture of his face in your background, and I do.
Yeah, and I do.
I have
It's hidden
I have
somewhere. You have to find
Malcolm
it.
right there. That's That's it, his Woodfluencer sticker.
I got
It's
that.
in fact, it's the exact same picture that you're pointing at, right there. Yeah, see.
Wow. Look at you guys trying to out Malcolm each other.
What do you think, Pete?
Maybe it's the pale Nebraska.
Don't do that.
Why? What would possess you to print that though?
He
Like,
didn't.
I didn't.
Patrick did.
I
he
did it
printed it and
You can-
mailed it to you?
No, you can
No.
give other people access to your printer.
No,
like, they-
that's a bad idea.
Like Dave's
Yes.
given it to Luke, and he like printed a giant like
Oh.
Millennium Falcon on his Prusa XL.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm doing a couple pieces of content for a filament company, and
Can't you just say like, just send me the file, bro?
Nope.
I'm not,
The whole
can.
thing, it's a surprise.
I would never give any of these degenerates in our community access to my printer.
I had
No
a
way.
long, and by long I mean like one line conversation with Patrick that said, "Hey, this is for content. It cannot be.
It cannot be a penis.
It cannot be
no pre-filed
1,000
whole-
grams of penis."
Just 1,000 tiny penises, the full bed.
And then just like a tabletop,
Ooh.
and then more penises, like a
Like,
multi-level.
remember
penis.
when Luke made all the truck nuts one year for
Ooh,
Maker Camp?
uh,
But
like a
all of them
fucking-
were like one wall, 0%
Speaking of Luke.
infill, and they all just fell apart. Like, immediately.
Speaking of Luke, I got the bucket.
You got the bucket? You don't have the Luke lid?
There's a lid?
There's
There's
a
a Luke lid.
There's a Luke lid.
I know he's got a whole bunch of accessories for it.
This is what the Luke lid was designed by Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you put any liquid in there with that lid, it'll keep it lukewarm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was the last
you.
episode of another podcast. It doesn't get any better, guys. We'll see you later.
Whatever.
I'm so disappointed.
That made it's okay. See, that made people laugh. That's all that matters. I just have to make at least one person smile.
Oh, yeah. So how this came to be, I did give Patrick one rule. This is posted content. It can't be inappropriate. I don't care if I told him I don't care if you print 1,000 grams of just solid 100% infill cube. I don't care what you print. It just cannot be wieners.
All you've got is a $20 roll.
And he
Go.
still he still printed a wiener.
He still
Hey.
printed a dickhead.
Hey, 75% size. My head is much bigger. Put it next to your head, Braden.
73%.
Oh, 73%. Yeah, it's definitely I have a bowling ball compared to your head. So it's
Really?
fine.
Never noticed. So I'm gonna be like looking at your head size and shape
Yeah.
pretty closely.
See, when I was
see you
growing
next
up,
in person.
my nose was massive. I actually wanted a nose job when I was little. I was like, I'm ugly. And then my
Instead, you got a
head
hand job.
grew into my nose. So no, I'm
now-
fine. I'm proportional.
And now your head and your nose is ugly.
I know, but at least they're proportional. They're appropriate sizes.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding. You're average looking.
I know. I am a 4 on a good day.
Bring your if anybody has the kind of tape measure they use in tailoring. You know
Like
what I
a-
mean?
Like an actual tape measure.
Yeah.
Like a soft tape measure, like a flaccid
Yeah,
tape measure.
it's a flappy, flaccid thing. Yeah.
Like here's the
just
tape
flops
measure.
around.
What are you measuring, Dan?
Well, I wanted to measure your head, but we could measure other things in
I-
the lobby.
Why would you? Why would any one of us actually want to?
Because
I'm in Oklahoma 6.
What? Jeff from Maker's Way said doing head measurements at WBC, and I was like, hey, yeah, let's.
Which head?
Why
Yes.
are there all these Sharpie lines right around the 1, 2, and 3 inch points?
Checking my progress.
Honestly, I'm not a tattoo guy, but I want to get just like marks of a tape measure just to have, because there's so many times that
it's already been done.
I know it's been done, but like that's the only kind of tattoo I can be like, okay, I like, and even Emma was like, yeah, I get that one. Like, okay, maybe just
Pete, you
only
may
into
be a
6
New
inches.
Jersey 4, but you're a Nebraska. He's not a Nebraska 10. He's like a Nebraska 8.5. 8.5.
Dan, you're like
I
two
am
New
an
Jersey
Iowa
3s.
6.
Dan's a Bellevue 7.
I like how it's zip code specific. Ohio 11. I think everyone in this Zoom chat is an Ohio 11. Ohio's got pretty low standards.
I got that Ohio zippity riz. I'm trying to be hip.
Oh, speaking of the tape measure on your arm, I saw a chef that had like 2 circles tattooed on his hand so he can measure teaspoon and tablespoon.
Cute.
And it was
People
close
in
enough.
people in Thailand are wondering how Sutton is doing and how are his new boots. I wonder who that could be.
Speaking of which,
is that who I think it is, Braden?
Is that Sutton?
I think it is.
It
is.
Did Sutton make the chat?
No, that's my dad.
Oh, that's your dad?
Braden's dad.
That's my dad.
Hi, Braden. Everyone say hi to Braden's dad.
Hi, Dad.
Oh god.
Oh god. I really hope he doesn't tell him he's proud of him in the chat and then Braden just breaks down. Years of trauma just comes out.
No, so Dad's in Thailand now, and he's got us in a group chat, and he's just basically updating us on, oh, hey, by the way, this is what business class flying is like. This is what first class flying is like. This is what a nice airport looks like. Here's what $2 of pad Thai looks like. And it's basically just like a nonstop flow of, hey, fuck you guys.
I like how your dad's a better influencer than any of us. Also, now we know he had a layover. And then
Maybe more than one.
well, yeah, and when he got there, he definitely had a layover. Ew.
Oh, we have questions we need to
Yes, we do. I've been trying to play them, but then
Please play the questions.
when somebody's dad joins, you have to point it out. You are not Braden's father. I'm sorry, Morgan Hop.
Yeah, no, it's really awkward when dad meets daddy.
Oh, by the way,
Ooh.
can you guys start growing your beards so that we have mustaches for Workbench Con?
Bro.
This is what I got, bud. This is where the hair grows.
That's fine. And can you do me a favor? Just cover the beard part.
Can I do like a
Yeah.
flesh colored tape and just put that on my face?
I
We're
don't want
actually-
to know where you're buying flesh-colored tape.
We're gonna
Well,
just
don't
get
act
you
like
some
you don't know.
like eyeliner, not eyeliner. What's the thing? for your-
Northern Tool
I don't know, something to thicken up his
and
mustache.
Timu.
I'll get Emma's gonna hook me up with some makeup so that we can thicken up your mustache so it actually looks like you'll get a nice Ron Swanson, not a I don't know,
Hey,
Dan
all right.
Swanson.
I'm willing to get a mustache weave.
a mustache weave. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like when you go to Jamaica and they're just like little braids. You're-
Little.
Your dad said he's trying to
little
help
beads.
AWP reach.
Thank you.
Yeah, we haven't really cracked into the Asian market that much.
No, we haven't.
We've hit most of the other continents.
We need some Thailandese. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Sponsors?
Thailandese nuts.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Matt from the Wood and Mustache is here. He knows what's up. Yeah.
He got the mustache signal and he was in.
Yeah. He's helping AWP reach around the world.
The world.
That's a terrible place to swallow. Oh, so bad. I'm trying to pull up our stats and see how many listeners we have in Thailand.
One.
All right.
We have
Jeff
one.
says, I'll trim some hair off and you can use it for your mustache. Don't ask where I'm trimming it from.
Oh, so dumb.
Why does this mustache smell like ass?
Weird, I didn't trim it from there.
Ugh.
Came from my ankle.
If we
say
don't
ki-
play these questions, I'm just gonna.
I'm
disconnect.
trying, but you guys just keep
We're
going.
playing in such a danger. This sandbox is full of hypodermic needles.
All right, first
and
questions
drugs.
from Joe from the Offcut Emporium. Let's go.
That's
Hey
definitely
guys,
real.
I'm finally running out of offcuts and Dan scraps and need to go and buy actual wood from a real lumber yard. Not going to lie, it's a pretty intimidating process. Any tips and tricks when shopping for hardwood?
Dan scraps are a trademark of Daniel Dunlap Woodworks. Use only as directed. Dan scraps have not been approved by the FDA as they are not fit for human consumption. Side effects may include mild to severe splinters, excessive mayonnaise consumption, the uncontrollable urge to start a new project before finishing the last one, clogged dust collectors, and an inexplicable attachment to
Oh,
oddly
that
shaped pieces of
hurts.
wood. Do not use Dan scraps if you are allergic to sawdust, commitment, snapback hats, shipping Etsy orders on time, or if you have an unusually high libido. Consult your local Oma Bro to see if Dan scraps are right for you. Dan scraps, because every scrap deserves a second chance.
Yo, got him. Just wrecked this man.
13 roasts in 4 seconds.
Wrecked him.
Hey, I don't know if you guys
Damn
know
near
this,
killed
but
him.
Joe's Offcut Emporium now has an Instagram page.
I
And
saw.
he
I
only
saw.
follows us.
That,
By
as,
the way,
They-
as
this
it
is,
should
this
be.
is what breakfast in Thailand looks like.
that just looks
what-
like soup. Soups are for
It
dinner.
is- it does look like soup. It looks really good.
Good soup.
Good soup.
I mean, I'm not opposed to soup in the morning, but it's a choice. I don't know.
Soup is always the right choice. There's never
Soup.
a bad time for
There
soup.
it is.
Soup. There it
It
is.
is.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
speaking
the
of
other
that,
thing. I'm gonna hollow out.
I have
my
another
pizza.
Sutton
I
story.
like how
about
both of
soup.
you guys are just like, oh, speaking of soup.
I got another Sutton story about soup.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So we had to go to Menards yesterday morning because I had to buy the stuff for the exhaust for the laser.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Because even though I don't know if you watched my story, even though I
Nope.
had a perfectly good solution for the exhaust, Sutton didn't like it. So we had to go to Menards and buy
Okay.
actual stuff. So we're going through Menards, and on one of the end caps, he sees this powdered soup, Menards brand powdered soup. Just add water, boiling water.
I thought you were gonna say it was like Menards flavored, which I was gonna have so many
Basically.
questions.
But they sell soup in a powder package. You just add water. So he's like, "Can I?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." So
Is
He
is
was-
Sutton your employee or your child always trying to get a treat at the store?
Is this your like second round go around at a Sun? like,
I think it might be. I don't
Well,
know.
would
if- I don't know.
Oh my god.
So yeah, he bought Menard soup and
Was it
he
good?
was. He said it was. I didn't
Did it
eat
soup?
any. It's souped.
Did he add water or did he like pour it in his mouth? He's like, the spit counts.
Add
He was
11%
going
water
he was
to the
gonna
Menard
just put
soup.
water to the bag, but he's like, "Oh, it needs too much water. I can't do it." So I let him come in and he used
Was the bag
an
made
actual pot.
of paper? Was it a paper bag?
Actually, no.
Does Sutton have
Wait.
a soup bowl at your house now? Also, Dan, why are you wearing shorts? You're a grown man.
Wait, I'm afraid that Sutton has like just a bowl on the ground and then like a giant human-sized hamster water thing in the shop. He doesn't let him go inside the house. Oh, that's like a legit. I was expecting like a dry packet. This
Okay.
is
No,
like
it's like
a
so it's-
a giant bag.
like a family-sized
says-
soup thing.
It says shore lunch. What I read was store lunch, and I'm like, that's a pretty apt brand name.
It really is.
Swamp lunch.
He said it was okay.
I can't
Oh.
wait to figure out how many soups I can fit in my soon-to-be
Just
hollowed out.
Hollow out
peat
the
dome.
head for making a soup ball.
Take it to the bandsaw and just
So
cut
just
off the
turn
top
me
of
into
his
a
head.
piggy bank for.
Well, guys, this is a really weird piece of content, and emotionally, I'm struggling with it. But we're gonna bandsaw Pete's head.
Here's what we got to do. We actually have to do now turn that into like a piggy bank for your tools, or like the three of our heads together as a singular piggy bank, and people just drop money in, and then at the end of the year you open it up and you get your $20 that you can use towards a Festal Domino.
And then once you do that, you can have more tools than cents.
I need to 3D print a bucket as
Huh.
big as I can on the P1P so Sutton has a place to eat his soup
On the bucket or out of the bucket.
out of the bucket.
Ooh, it's not gonna be like it's gonna be Sutton's.
Would that be
Sutton's-
FDA approved, food
No.
safe?
I don't know. I mean,
I mean, you could-
that's corn plastic, right? It's fine.
You could
Yeah.
probably coat it with
Lacquer.
not the direction I was going, but I don't know. It might work.
That is the worst choice of the choices.
What about poison, Pete?
What about rat poison? liquid
Like the
form?
like the poison that comes in the vial with the skull and the crossbones. That would be worse.
You should just apply contact cement to the sides. Fun fact, if you don't actually let it contact anything, it never hardens.
It never cements.
How big of a bucket can I print on the P1P?
All right, speaking of cement,
250 millimeters tall.
Alex Adams,
Hey guys, I've got a burning question for you. When filling cracks and
STD.
voids with deep pour epoxy, what kind of strategies do you use for popping the bubbles as you're applying heat, whether it be torch, heat gun, or another source? Because I'm curious about, is the heat directly pointed at it? Is it just kind of parallel to the surface? How frequently you're doing it, how long you are doing it before you stop so that you're not going to keep the epoxy from curing properly.
Good question, Alex.
We're super
Don't
surprised.
say that. He's in here. He can
Not
hear you.
actually a good question, but like no, that's a good question. We haven't talked about that
better
in a
than
while.
normal.
It's a better question. Good job, Alex.
Of all the questions you've asked, this sure is one of them. All right, next question's from Sarah.
Hey girlies, so I messaged in the Discord a little bit about it. Also, fun fact, I think I'm the only girl in there, but my garage
trying,
is
Sarah.
freezing. Part of it is open at the floor because the floor is uneven, so it gets a lot of cold in. I have one outlet that is usable for the garage, and even if I do an extension cord for like everything plugged in, the heater takes up a lot of power, so I'm kind of unsure what to do because I have a lot of stuff to make. My shipping table isn't also my epoxy table, which is also my glue up table apparently for cutting boards. So yeah, anything you would suggest, let me know.
That brings me back to
It's-
like the OG days when I had like 2 outlets and no insulation. And
It sounds to me like gaps in garage doors is a Jersey problem. So I'd say move out of Jersey and it'll probably
Hey,
just fix the
absolutely.
problem.
I was lacking in gaps. I added holes. There's speed holes in my
You
garage
said
door.
that you had a gap that you had to fill with foam because the cord was running under before you had your glory door.
Well, that's when I opened it up and made the gap. But aside from that, it's got a tight seal. Tight because I put a new band at the bottom.
I was thinking "Kiss from a Rose" seal.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Kids
Braden,
don't know
I
what
have
song
the
that
perfect
was.
karaoke
We're
song for
super
us.
old.
Is it
FYI.
tequila?
No.
Oh, good. So you should remember all the words to the other songs.
Yes. We will talk about it. In the
I'm
future.
really excited because I love karaoke.
I know. Are we gonna go? Are we gonna do karaoke in Atlanta? Like
I'm willing to go
Malcolm
find a
suggested?
karaoke bar. Yes.
At the Heathen Bar.
Yes.
There's there
should.
is an old, I don't know if it's an old church, but it's essentially a place that has organ, not Oregon like the state, organ karaoke. So like live organ.
like kidneys.
Yeah,
I
they just have
can't
kidneys
wait to
everywhere
hear
and adult
Pony.
They
knees.
play music out of broken kidneys.
Pony
and-
on an organ.
I can't wait to hear Pony by Genuine on a organ. I will
so good.
bump and grind.
I mean, listen, church organ karaoke is
it's,
not bad.
Boys to Men. You and me. Boys
Ooh.
to Men.
I'll make love
Ooh.
to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight, maybe all through the night.
Like
Don't
you
sing it, we'll get
want
copyright
me
strike.
to, and I'll hold you tight.
Nah, it's bad enough. We won't get a copyright strike. Okay.
Hey guys, we're not doing a pizza party at Maker Can or at Workbench Con. We're doing a karaoke room,
Doing
and
a
by that,
sushi
we're
party.
just gonna yell in the lobby.
We're just gonna yell in a lobby. That worked out great for us one year. All right. Speaking of yelling in a lobby, here's Jeff from Maker's Way.
Hello, my beautiful boyfriends. Tree Poppy Jeffe here. I know we all wait too long to empty our dust collectors, but how
what
often
is
do
with
you
the
boys
attacks?
clean your saw blades? Do you clean them all at the same time? Table saw, miter saw, radial arm saws, track saw?
Weird flex.
Or do you wait until the cut is so bad that you screw up a whole project? Also, do you set a recurring day for shop maintenance, including saw blade cleaning, dust collection emptying, putting new duct tape on tools to hold them together, cleaning laser mirrors, etc.? Thanks in advance. Big forehead kisses to each of you.
What is
And
this guy?
I freaking
Like,
I love Jeff so
who
much.
does
Is, it,
that?
is
I
this the
love-
roast of Dan?
I don't know. I love him. Wait, have we had
feel like
Jeff
people
on
are
yet?
just
Am I
roasting me at
blanking?
this point.
We haven't had him
keep
on, right?
Kicking it around, and
Oh,
then we don't.
Jeff, you in his chat? Let's schedule a time. We need him on. He's
Yeah, he
Do you
actually
want to be
did.
on? Do you want to be on this week? Hold on, just a sec.
Do you want
Next-
to do it? We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. We're just no, because we need the guest in the pre-show for all the awkward stuff. People expect.
Technically, he's been in the pre-show the whole
It's
time.
not the same. Alex is stealing the limelight.
He can't be next week because next week is Handy Dandy Brandy, and I should probably send her a reminder.
We can bump them.
She's a busy girl.
We'll bump her. That's fine.
You should probably use her formal name, Handitha.
Danditha. Branditha. Handitha, Danditha, Branditha was my mother. You can call me, I don't know, Brandy. Yeah,
no,
Jeff.
We're not bumping her.
Have your person reach out to our people.
Jeff.
No, we're not actually gonna bump her. We've been trying to get her on for a while, and by we've been trying, it just means been on a list.
We've been saying it.
We have a
loud.
list that we don't do anything about. It's just a list. It lives with names on it.
Jonathan Malecki.
Uses government name. Wow. All right. Next question is from the one, the only. I think that's it. Wait, hold on.
Wait, we have others.
No, we have
Hold
so
on.
many more.
We have more. Yeah, why are these not in? Hold on, let me get this.
She is related to Bruce Wayne, yes.
Wait, do we have two from Alex?
Probably. We had
23.
like 3 come in today.
Oh yeah, I have 2 from Alex, I guess.
3 if you include Joe's Offcut Emporium.
Is Alex Joe's Offcut Emporium?
Nothing will convince me otherwise.
It's still fun.
Oh, and
nothing on the, Jake Miller sent one in.
Yeah, Jake Miller did. Where is his question? Oh, there it is. That's weird. Okay.
It's titled his home address.
Yeah, and I have it always is. By the way, we know where a lot of you guys live because your audio files are just named after your address. So good to know. Sarah, please change that before you send someone an audio file or something. Next one, let's listen from Alex Adams again.
Hey guys, what are you looking forward to the most at Workbench Con? And for those who are going to be there for their first time, what do you recommend they do to prepare for the event so that they're ready to make the most of it?
Was that Alex's audio or was that you, Pete?
That's not me. What? Son of a... He was, listen, it was so loud. He was clearly just about to change it. Like he was recording.
He was recording as he was changing.
I beeped. Oh, well, I'll just keep going.
Everybody knows.
What was the second question? I was dying laughing.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear something about Workbench Con and new people
going to be there for their first time. What do you recommend they do to prepare for the event so that they're ready to make the most of it?
Change your smoke detector batteries. So you're not worrying the whole time.
Number 1.
Imagine if there was just a smoke detector going off at the ceiling of that lobby
just right
the
in the middle,
whole
right
time we're there. That would clear that lobby so fast.
I was gonna say we should bring a few of those devices that you guys snuck into Pete's car and just leave them around the lobby.
I've got 3 in my shop. Ready? Don't buy any. I've got them.
Bring them.
Oh, I will. All right, next. Yes, we did get a question from Jake Miller. I knew that because I confirmed with him. And man, he's got a good question, guys. It's probably the best question we've had from Jake this whole week.
What's your favorite wood?
I mean, might as well be.
How do you deal with snow? That's probably his question.
It melted 2 days later. It's okay. I checked up on him. Like, hey, how's Snowmageddon? He's like, we only got 5 inches. Like,
It's just a really short audio file. Why, God? Why?
Why? No.
I think Omaha has less than 1 inch total of snow for the whole season so far.
Ayo.
We got a nice
snow,
solid
yeah,
6.
totally.
It's still on the ground. It's been like below freezing for 5 days now, so it's a little rough. Anyways, Jake of the Miller Band.
What's up, guys? It's Jake from A Sweet Shop, and just calling in with a quick question about shop organization. So I am on a major organization kick right now, just trying to figure out ways to just optimize a lot of different things in my shop and set things up better for the future. So, I actually have two questions for you. One is, what is the best thing that you have done for your shop as far as organization, and what is either the best or the coolest thing that you've seen someone else do that you want to do but haven't done yet? Thanks, guys.
I have a great answer for this. I can't wait.
Sutton and
Shut up.
2 Suttons.
Stop ruining my answers.
I mean, it is true. He has probably been.
It's 100% true.
Yeah, get yourself a Sutton.
He had nothing to do for like a few minutes today while I was trying to fix something, and he just started cleaning.
And you did my taxes like that, just like that. They were just done.
Not well, but they are done.
They're technically done. All right, so yeah, we got Jake, Joe, Alex, Sarah, Jeff, and Alex again.
All right,
Cool.
that sounds about right. For
And
Maker
then-
News, Drew Witt is taking suggestions to name his big ass fan in his new shop.
Oh yeah,
People should make suggestions. Okay.
Here's,
it's a good
here's
one.
what I sent. Fanula Anderson.
Mm,
Mm,
mm.
You don't like Fanula Anderson?
It's not quite as good as Pamela Henderson.
I think we could do better.
Yeah. It's good though. Good try. I like it. I don't
Name
know.
effort.
One single name better.
Fandemonium.
No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Blow hard.
Fandela Anderson is better. Blow hard. Now we're getting somewhere.
Blow hard.
How about blow harder?
Ooh, that's good. Live to blow another day. That's too much blow. It's too many innuendos. I don't know. We need something different.
I think that's what you have to do, though.
Fanel Destination 3.
I mean, when the name, we're getting there.
I like Fandela Anderson better than that one.
I mean, Twister's 2 on a nose. We can't use that one. I don't know.
Titty Twister.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
It sounds like Titty Twister,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not.
Stefan.
Stefan Curry. I like that, actually.
Operation Dumbo Drop. No?
Malcolm's ass.
Can we just?
Okay.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
It's. I think Malcolm's ass is the one.
I could get on board
He
with
literally could just call it Malcolm because it blows. Like that would be his justification because they have
Kind
this
of a
fake
big
feud, and he's a big ass. That's great. That's naughty, Malcolm. I can't read that one out loud. But obviously, the OnlyFans is the obvious one. Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
Everyone get in on the fun. Make sure to go send him some ridiculous ones. Even though I'm pretty sure he's already chosen a name. This
100%
is
he's already
engagement.
chosen a
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, it's probably just called like Jason
He's
Ben.
an engagement whore. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with this amount of 3D print filament? Like
13% head of Peter. Just
You could print like a nice little chain for Pete head.
yeah.
Like a baller chain.
Yeah. Like a bow tie.
Ooh.
I could do a bow tie.
Yeah, print
but
some
it
bow
would-
ties with it.
Yeah, if anybody else wants to go in and get the file parts for Pete, 73% size, and just mail them to me and I'll add them on. I don't need all of them, just a couple of them. Crotch and one tennis shoe.
I always forget that the file, when you drop it in, it's human size.
Yeah, it's 100% scale.
Yeah,
and it just
100% scale.
Panic your 3D printer just panics.
Like whoa.
No, daddy.
I remember dropping it on my plate the first time and it didn't zoom out. I was just so confused because the plate, I just kept dropping it on. I'm like, where is it? And I kept seeing
these
it kept
calves?
adding in a list. I'm like, what's happening? And I zoomed out and I realized I was just stacking myself on the plate, but it was so big, it was off center and it was between my legs.
Speaking of dropping it on the plate, did you guys see Luke's story where you can just drop an SVG into the bamboo slicer?
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you could add
It's-
a logo to anything.
It's pretty great. Yeah, they're doing some really nice stuff in Slicer now. Yeah, it's nice. You can put your logo in there.
I'm gonna put my logo on everything.
Put DDWW or PPMM
What,
or
what, do you
whatever.
guys, what do you guys think about the OMTech laser post today? We're just going to leave it alone.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
See?
Mm-hmm.
It's cute. Tiny
Actually, I
penis.
don't get it.
Oh,
What's going
Jake, you missed it. We were talking tiny penis and tiny butt for my head as well. Yeah. Also,
I'm
Braden's
thinking 120% size butt, 50% size penis,
the
37% rest of the body.
oh, it's a good PNG to SVG converter.
PNG.
Oh, well,
if you got Vectric,
nah, dude,
any of
cheaper
the
option.
V-carves,
Throw it
you-
into Lightburn, Malcolm, because you can trace.
Lightburn will do it too.
Yeah, Lightburn will trace, and then you can export as an SVG.
Just Google PNG to SVG converter and go to the first shady website that has you upload files.
Yeah.
Or as Nick C says, Convertio. That sounds legit.
That's
Inkscape.
wizard spell.
I think
I don't think
Inkscape
Malcolm
used to
has
be
a
the
wizard's
thing.
wand.
He doesn't.
Elatio, Convertio.
All right. Well, we're an hour and 1 minute in because we actually started on
Oh,
time.
yeah, we
So
gotta
let's
get
get
out
the
of
fudge
here.
out of here, guys. Thank you for joining us. We are gonna have Handy Dandy Brandy, also known as
Handela.
Handla, Dandela, Brandela.
Thank you. Next week, and then at some point in the future, we're also gonna have El Jefe from Maker's Way on.
It was
that we
decided tonight.
yeah,
It is decided.
yeah. Internet connection's unstable. All right, but we're back. We're back. All right, guys.
See you guys.
Well,
Bye 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 bye.
thank you for joining us. Love y'all. Bye 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 bye.
Bye bye bye
Did-
bye bye.
You didn't lose the feed, did you? We didn't.
We may have for a second. I don't know. It looks like it's still
All right.
there. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I saw myself wave, so it's fine.